We're back. Looks like it. Now, if the internet could stop pooping itself, that'd be nice. That'd be pretty great if the internet could stop pooping itself. We good now? I mean, hopefully, Punch. How are you? Can you please see if we're having internet problems? Thank you. That's good. Alive is always good. You got here right as we're still doing the introduction because I haven't been able to finish the introduction yet. Hopefully, as you said, third time's the charm. We'll see. So yeah, if you're looking for some other Catholic streamers, there is Interceptors, My Dog Productions, The Punching, Fortitude, Bearded Blevins, Matt317, Mr. Bushido, Argentland Papa, and That Catholic Gamer Dude. Thank you very much. God bless. Remember that God loves each and every one of you. Go and send him more. Did you have a good time bowling though? Another Interceptor was saying you guys went bowling with some friends. Oh, that felt good. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, Steam is paused, so we're good there.
I'm showing me a download speed of 38.
I didn't say do a speed test. That's gonna make it worse. Stop! 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 Speed tests make it worse.
Why?
No, because it's using up bandwidth on it. Yeah,
I have internet access, so yeah.
Yep. No Punch. I might know the reason why it went down that time. Do you want to explain why it went down that time?
I thought you wanted me to do a speed test.
No, I want you to check the MediaCom website to see if we had an outage. No, if you do a speed test, it happens to pretty much put everything through the fritz for a couple of seconds because it's trying to test everything. So, I think we're good now. No, that's fine. I guess I should have been more specific. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, whenever I've been doing it, it just happens to kill it for a second and then it comes back. Hopefully, yeah, I was gonna say, it throttles me, is typically, at least what I found with speedtest.net. Maybe it's the one that maybe it's the one that we're using. And that's fair. I hope you did not pull anything then. Alright. Alright, gotta take my hat off. These are the readings for February 28th, 2020, for the Friday after Ash Wednesday. The first reading for today is from Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1 through 9a. Thus says the Lord God, cry out full-throated and unsparingly. Lift up your voice like a trumpet blast. Tell my people their wickedness, and the house of Jacob their sins. They seek me day after day, and desire to know my ways. Like a nation that has done what is just, and not abandoned the law of their God, they ask me to declare what is due them. Pleased to gain access to God, why do we fast, and you do not see it? Afflict yourselves, and you take no note of it. Lo, on your fast day you carry out your own pursuits, and drive all your laborers. Yes, your fast ends in quarreling and fighting, striking with wicked claw. Would that today you might fast so as to make your voice heard on high. Is this the manner of fasting I wish, of keeping a day of penance, that a man bow his head like a reed, and lie in sackcloth and ashes? But do you call this a fast, a day acceptable to the Lord? This, rather, is the fasting that I wish, releasing those bound unjustly, untying the thongs of the yoke, setting free the oppressed, breaking every yoke, sharing your bread with the hungry, sheltering the oppressed and the homeless, clothing the naked when you see them, not turning your back on your own. Then your light shall break forth like the dawn, and your wound shall quickly be healed. Your vindication shall go before you, and the glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry for help, and he will say, Here I am. The psalm for today is Psalm 51. A heart contrite and humbled, O God, you will not spurn. Have mercy on me, O God, in your goodness. In the greatness of your compassion, wipe out my offense. Thoroughly wash me from my guilt, and of my sin cleanse me. A heart contrite and humbled, O God, you will not spurn. For I acknowledge my offense, and my sin is before me always. Against you only have I sinned, and done what is evil in your sight. A heart contrite and humbled, O God, you will not spurn. For you are not pleased with sacrifices. Should I offer a burnt offering, you would not accept it. My sacrifice, O God, is a contrite spirit. A heart contrite and humbled, O God, you will not spurn. A heart contrite and humbled, O God, you will not spurn. Seek good and not evil, so that you may live, and the Lord will be with you. The Gospel for today is from Matthew chapter 9, verse 14 through 15. The disciples of John approached Jesus and said, Why do we and the Pharisees fast much, but your disciples do not fast." Jesus answered them, "Can the wedding guests mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Alright, let's potentially finish Pokemon tonight.
No outages.
No outages?
No.
I don't know then.
Just be a blip, Kev.
I hate it.
You hate everything.
That's not true. I love you. I love God. Technically, I love everybody. I just really hate the really stupid things they do. Because original sin is a son of a... Finish that sentence. Every time. Every time. On the bright side, since we're leaving earlier tomorrow now, I should have plenty of time to show you the places that I typically work now.
We
So,
just do drive-bys, just point them out.
except for one location, yes. So we'll have to get off briefly off the highway for that one.
I don't need to see it.
It's only 2 minutes away. It's not that far.
Okay.
I'd like to show you.
Okay.
You don't love my work.
No, I'm just not interested in looking at buildings all the time.
Love me, love my work.
I do.
Alright.
I have as much interest as you did the one time I showed you.
I was interested when you showed me. I came back to your office tour, didn't I? I was interested in that.
2 years later.
You never offered before, to be fair.
Too.
Was it?
Yeah, I did.
I don't think you did.
I offered many times.
I don't think you did. If you did, you should have pestered me about
I
it.
didn't feel comfortable doing it.
I can see myself saying that. That'd be a typical Max answer.
Were you fighting Leon finally?
No. I mean, kind of. You'll see. The tense, still air on the pitch. You're not a baseball player! Get out! British people like soccer.
Field is still called a pitch.
Is it really?
Yes.
Huh. Because I was about to say that this is soccer. The British like soccer, not baseball. I didn't realize that soccer
Still
was...
called a pitch.
Huh. Alright, things you know. Wow, the exact opposite from the audience, cheering and yelling. They're both fantastic, wouldn't you say? But remember, the audience is also a bit cruel. They want nothing more to see one of us murder the other's Pokemon. It can fill you with fear knowing that, but I also love pushing past the fear. Man, I made this a lot more grim with what Leon's saying. He is gearing up to play croquet, you're right. Alright, Punch has a good point. They do have croquet in Britain, too.
Yeah, it's still called a pitch.
I
believe
mean,
you didn't know that.
what?
I can't believe you didn't know that.
I know baseball.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. I love giving it everything I've got as a trainer and seeing my team give everything they've got to seize another victory. It's the greatest...
Okay, I just read a sentence in a book and I was confused before. I didn't get it, but I just realized that the slang term for what it was, I got
British?
the slang term.
Is it British?
Yeah, well, I knew they were in Britain, but the way they had said it, I was like, I don't get this, but I read it today and I finally realized what it was going towards.
It's fair.
You know,
Go ahead.
the person said they didn't want to, they were sleeping in their undergarments and they said, it was a girl, she said she didn't want to walk around in her bra and pants. And I went, what do pants have to do with this? And then I remembered, oh yeah, when you say pants in Britain, you're referring to underwear.
Yeah, I guess I forgot about that too, because it's like, I know that Rare, you know, the people that made Donkey Kong, other types of games, they made a video game called Mr. Pants. And they're a British company, so they definitely meant Mr. Underwear. I never realized that until now. I just thought it was a guy wearing pants, but no. It's a guy that was named Mr. Underwear.
Yeah. And the Brit in our office, he said it took him a while in the U.S. to get used to us calling pants as pants.
Yeah.
Cause,
what do they call pants?
Trousers.
Oh, that's right. They do call trousers. That's right. Yeah. Because there's speaking of Rare, there's a snake in Ukulele that's called Trousers because he wears a pair of trousers. So, everything's coming together, baby. It's the greatest feeling in the world. I can't get enough of it. I can feel my partners itching with anticipation inside their Pokeballs.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a sentence. Please stop talking. We're going to have a real champion time. Not yet, we aren't. I'm the Galar region's champion, Leon. Me and Charizard and all the rest of our team, we'll use all our knowledge and experience to crush you completely. That's what you think. 5, 4, 3... Wait, hold on. Hey, look at the monitor. I was a little too late. What is that on the big screen? It's a distraction! Quick, steal his Pokeballs. Hello there, Leon Nuzlocke. Just letting you know, I'm the bad guy. I think it's time I brought about the darkest day. For the sake of Collar's future, of course! Yeah! Okay. But I'm in a bit of a pickle. The energy released by the darkest day is too much for us to contain. Oh! Who could have known that? Sorry it's coming to this, but it's you who forced my hand, Leon. You refused to listen. No! We told you it wouldn't work! And you didn't listen! And then it's not working! Like, exactly what we told you would happen is happening! Are you stupid? You made me do this. No, we told you not to do this. Did you just say he's got itchy balls, Punch? Thanks. I mean, he is stupid. You're right. You're right. Lee, Nuzlocke. That video stream, that was from Hammerlock Stadium, right? What in the world did the chairman do? He was an idiot. But everything he was saying yesterday, did he really pull this crazy stunt to solve some problem 1,000 years in the future? I've got to see what's going on. I'm the champion. I have to go. I should have realized what the chairman intended to do before it came to this. I'll take responsibility now for fixing this mess. This is the real champion time. I hate your outfit so much, though, Liam. But I'll be honest, you're at least doing something. It's like... Yeah, like... I'm trying to think of one where that hasn't happened, Punch, and I'm having problems, because Punch said that every antagonist of the franchise has had brain problems, and I can't think of a good example where that hasn't been true.
Lance.
Lance wasn't an antagonist.
Who has brain problems? Like...
Giovanni, Max and Archie, and Ruby and Sapphire. I can't remember who for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I can't remember anybody after that.
You mean misplaced aspirations?
Basically, yeah, maybe misplaced aspirations might be the best way to put it, but basically just being stupid. I mean, it is what it is. You're right.
That's the whole point.
I guess you're right, but it's, I mean, you'd still want somebody that at least is, like, competent, I guess, sometimes.
The whole point of having a villain or something is because they did something silly and you have to fix it.
Yeah, I guess.
The whole point of the game.
Yeah. But what if your hero is so bad at directions, they get lost along the way?
You get a new hero.
Well, I guess that's why we're becoming the champion, then. I want to help my brother, Nuzlocke. I've got to go. But I can't even manage to beat you, so what sort of help could I ever be? Meat shield. Easy for you to say. Hold the phone. The chairman's talking about the darkest day. That's the thing where the sky went all dark. Once ages and ages ago, right? What does he mean he's bringing that about? Where did we even hear that name? Statue of the hero Motostoke. Sonya said something back then, didn't she? But it turned out to be wrong since there were actually 2 heroes and all that. Still, those 2 managed to bring an end to the darkest day with their sword and shield Pokemon. Oh, look at that! We're getting name drops here, floofs! Let's get a name drop!
What?
Pokemon Sword and Shield? Sword and Shield Pokemon? Sonya thought the Pokemon might still be sleeping somewhere, though, right?
I think it's Sonya, by the way.
Sonya Blade? I could see that. Considering that the other video game characters are typically named Sonya as well. We should try to find them, Nuzlocke, but where to start looking? That's it, Nuzlocke. I'm sure it's got to be the Slumbering Weald. That illusion you tried to fight off that day must have been one of the Pokemon that are supposed to be sleeping there. Let's go back to the Slumbering Weald. If we're lucky, we'll find something that can level us up more. Okay. Hi, little kitty. Oh gosh, your claws. You're cute. You're cute. Hey, look, there's Sonya Blade. Huh? Nuzlocke and Hop? I completely forgot about the championship match. What are you two doing here? Hi, Mom. Have you been watching the news at all? The tournament is off, Sonya. The chairman saw to that, and to sending the entire region into a state of Destruction? Huh? What? What happened while I was researching things in the Slumbering Weald? Well, for starters, there's a great black storm or something raging over Hammerlock Stadium. What are they calling it? The Darkest Day? It's throwing everything into disarray. Still, I'm sure we don't need to worry too much. The unbeatable champion will be able to take care of everything, won't he? Hold on a sec, ma'am. Did you say the Darkest Day? By Darkest Day and... By Blackest Day and Darkest Night. Something something Green Lantern. The Darkest Day is the name for the black storm that nearly brought the Galar region to ruin in ancient times. So what are you here for, Nuzlocke? I'm here to search for the shield Pokemon. Suppose the legends are true, then the shield and sword Pokemon should be able to prevent the Darkest Day from coming to pass. This... Oh my gosh, so much plot exposition. Okay, here, take this. You should be... 3 mag... Thanks! Can't use those. This is a Nuzlocke. Thanks for trying. All that matters is that you do what you can. You've become a fine Pokemon trainer after all. Although your hat is still super dorky. I like the rest of my outfit, just not that hat. Ready for this, Nuzlocke? Wonder if we're about to head straight into a wall of fog again. Not that it bothers us now.
Big cable hat.
Yeah.
They've really upped their knit hat game in this one.
Yeah.
I'm not recreating them.
I'd be fine with you doing that. We've both grown load stronger, and so have our Pokemon. Going to the forest after a Wooloo that day. Wooloo! That was the start of everything, wasn't it? A legendary beginning, really. I reckon whatever we're about to see will be pretty legendary in of itself. Let's head in and add another page to our tale. In 1 second. I actually want to check something real quick. I'll be back. Can I leave the forest? Oh, totally can. I'll be back, Hop. I want to see... Yes, I would. If there's actually a black cloud over Nuzlocke. Wow, look at that. Wait, Nuzlocke is not the right town, is it? I think it's the wrong one.
Just go to Hammerlock.
Thank you. That was my fault. I think the music's changed, actually. Did the music change? Or is that the same?
I think it changed. But I've never been here at night, so
That's
I
fair.
can't tell you.
Yeah, none of the dialogue's changed. Wow. Look at all this amazing dialogue change about the black cloud that isn't over Hammerlock. Amazing. I expect nothing and I'm still disappointed.
Thanks, Dewey.
You're welcome. I'm glad you got it at least.
I've actually been meaning to watch that full show.
I've been trying to find a good way to do it myself, and I don't know if there is a good legal way to do it, honey.
Is it on Hulu?
I haven't checked Hulu, actually. Because I've been thinking about that myself. I would like to watch Malcolm in the Middle, because it's like... Yeah. Wait, how do I leave bike? Oh yeah, this isn't Fire Emblem 3 Houses, so I can't zoom in. Alright, I'll give Fire Emblem 3 Houses one thing. I can zoom in, which is neat. What were we talking about? Malcolm in the Middle, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's easy to find the DVDs either for it. I think they're a bit expensive because it's like, you know, typically I like physical media, so you know that, right?
Mm-hmm. You could probably borrow them from the library.
I don't know if they made all the seasons on DVD. That's the thing. Fox is notoriously bad about their
How many seasons was there? 7?
8 maybe? You checking Amazon?
No.
Checking Wikipedia?
Checking our library.
I check Wikipedia.
I'll check that next.
Alright. Seeking too many fish. Guys, I know it's Friday and Lent, But I want to eat you, not fight you. Yeah. Glaceon. Ooh, Obama Snow. You'd be good experience, actually. Just want a little bit of extra experience before we happen to continue on. Like, 10 minutes worth. Not a lot, but enough so I don't feel like I'm about to die. Obama Snow. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're super slow, and you have a crippling weakness to fire.
Our library does not have the DVD.
That doesn't surprise me. I don't know. As I said, Fox is notoriously bad about this type of stuff. Do you want to check Wikipedia? Because then you can check home releases, and it should give you the information that you're looking for.
7 seasons.
That doesn't tell me what I need, though. It's really only 7 seasons? I guess that makes sense.
It says it's on Hulu.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I guess we could do Hulu. I just don't like supporting Disney more. We can get to it eventually, though. We still have to get through Star Trek, so we have a bit of time, yeah?
I think it is just on... hold on. Oh, go away. Go away.
Oh, no, be nice to him. Be nice. Be nice.
No, I need him on my lap.
He likes your chest. You know that. We'll use up 15 of Sizzler's Fire Lashes and then move on.
It says it'll eventually come to Disney's streaming service.
I guess they do need something for TV shows, because I don't think Disney really has that much aside from Simpsons and Mandalorian for, like, older audiences, do they?
Yeah, it's just so far I think it's just on Hulu. And I don't have the Disney Plus app, so...
The Disney Plus app is hot garbage anyways. Like, I shouldn't be surprised by how bad the Disney Plus app is, but I'll be honest with you, Floofs. I'm really surprised with how bad the Disney Plus app is.
Oh, the whole thing is totally bad.
Yeah, like, I shouldn't be surprised. No, wait, I got a better one. I expect nothing, and I'm still disappointed.
But this cat is now on my arm, and I can't move it.
Aw, but he loves you.
Oh, I know that part.
Shadow Ball, just because Shadow Ball is a guaranteed more damage, and it's like, I mean, it can be beneficial, but it's like, I don't really inflict conditions that much.
So I saw that name, and I thought that was your Pokemon for a second, because that sounded like a name you would call it.
Oh, I want you to know?
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't an actual Pokemon, you're 100% right. That is.
That's why I was like, what?
If I had an Abomasnow, though, Katie, I'd name it a Bumble.
I know, but I also thought you were making fun of something.
Man, I'm just breaking these left and right tonight.
What?
Picks.
Oh my gosh. This cat. Look at this cat.
He knows we're going away tomorrow.
Apparently. So I'm also waiting on my stopwatch to catch up with me.
Stopwatch?
Yeah, I'm timing how long I'm knitting for.
Ah, okay.
And I knit for about... It was technically 13 minutes earlier,
Okay.
and I didn't count it, and so I'm letting it catch up to me now.
Sure, I can understand that.
I got 4-ish minutes to go.
Huh. 4 minutes to go, you said?
Yeah. It's fine, give my hand.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just want you to know.
I'm kind of sad that I have to buy more yarn for this.
I can understand that. Oh, yeah, I got more yarn. Right now, you said?
No, I don't have to buy it now necessarily.
Uh-huh.
It won't be long enough.
Okay, okay. I can cut.
I'm looking for it to be at least 5 feet long.
Okay.
And at its current rate, it'll hit about 30 inches.
That's fair.
Give or take.
I can understand it. So, 8 more Abomasnows to kill, and then we'll go on our way. Just gain some experience because I want to make sure that we're good for the next part, that's all. I'm definitely a better safe than sorry kind of person. Ooh, another Abomasnow. What did I run into? Ditto, I can't catch you. If this was my main game, I would totally. I mean, no, I wouldn't actually. I'd use a Ditto from a different game because then that would happen to increase the breeding. So, by the way, if you didn't know this, oh my gosh, you can make it so that Dittos spawn eggs faster 2 ways, Floofs.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is to make it so it's not a Ditto you own, which that's pretty easy. The other is to make it so it's a Ditto from a different country.
Mm-hmm.
The key you want, though, is to find a Ditto with 5 perfect IVs, or maybe they can have 6 perfect IVs.
Oh.
Not that you care too much, because I don't think you ever cared about
I don't care about EVs, no.
Pokemon breeding, but yeah. I care a little bit, but not a lot of it. It's like, it's a passing interest. I'm more interested in getting shinies, which I can finally say I have one, but I don't know if I can take pride in it.
You're just upset that I found mine before yours.
No, well, somewhat. I'm just more so upset my first shiny I've ever found out of the thousands of hours of Pokemon I've played was Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. It's like, yep.
Shinies were guaranteed.
Shinies were a lot more easy to find. It's like, yep, this just feels...
You know what's even funnier?
What?
Of all the thousands of hours you've played, I still found my shiny before yours.
Yeah, and I usually have pretty good luck on this type of stuff. Like, I usually do. Apparently, Pokemon is the exception.
And it was just funny because I wasn't even looking for it. And you were
No.
like, Katie, that's a shiny.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, and it's a Beedrill, because I like Beedrill.
Yeah, it was a Beedrill.
I mean, it was Weedle at the time, but point being.
It was just really funny for me.
Yeah. On the bright side, you could transfer it to Shield if you wanted to, and use it in Shield.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know if Beedrill is in Shield, now that I think about it. It'd be really weird for Beedrill not to be in Shield, though, because it's like... They were saying that the reason they didn't have all the Pokemon... Actually, this just disproves their point even more. The reason they were saying they didn't have all the Pokemon in Sword and Shield is because of how much more time it would take to, transfer them all over. But since they just had an HD game with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the work should be done for 151 of them already, which, I mean, isn't a lot of them, but it should help. I mean, it's an amount, but it's not like... I don't even think it's a fourth of the amount of Pokemon. But you get what I mean?
I do, yeah. Cat, pick a spot. Lay down and choose it. There you go.
I pick on top of you. But yeah, Abomasnow isn't a bad Pokemon. It just has the one crippling weakness to fire, essentially, is its biggest problem. I think that's its really only weakness, if I remember correctly. I'm going to look it up now. But, I mean, considering that there's so much fire...
Fire's best type, thank you.
No, you take that back. Water type. But fire is a very popular type. Don't touch me. Okay, we're good. Hold on, I'm trying to see what Abomasnow's weakness is. If it is just fire. I don't think it is. Oh wow, it's weak to a lot more than I thought. Never mind. So it's weak to fighting, flying, poison, rock, bug.
At this point, you might as well list what is it not weak to.
Ground, water, grass, electric.
It's a lower, smaller list.
I mean, that's just stuff that it's resistant to. I haven't listed all the stuff that it's damaged normally by. Like, the Balm of Snow has a lot of stuff not going for it. I guess I forgot how much it kind of got the short end of the stick in weaknesses. Shows what I know about Pokemon. Not enough. Or maybe I know just enough, because I like Pokemon. I know enough to know about it, but obviously, as we're Catholics, we're supposed to always be focused on God, so it's like, I think I'd rather know more about God than about Pokemons. You know? Mm-hmm. What's Burn Up? I am intrigued, but I don't think it would be worth it. I've never seen this move before, have you?
No, but it will no longer be a fire.
Yeah.
Is that permanently or just during the round?
Just during the round. Which could be very beneficial, honestly. Like, if you know that your fire type is faster than the water type, then do that. Make it so your Pokemon isn't having a crippling weakness to fire.
I don't think I've seen it. I think it's a new one.
Might be. If Centiskorch had, like, do you see where his special attack and attack is? Like, his attack is a lot higher than the special attack. Oh. So, Burn Up doesn't happen to be a bad Pokemon. Let's see. I guess I could get rid of Coil. I guess I'll get rid of Coil, because it's like, what else am I doing with Coil? I'm not doing anything with Coil, for the record. There's a Balm of Snow. I guess I'll use the 5 burn-ups, too, just because we're here, and I see no reason not to. But yeah, the main problem with burn-up would obviously be that it wouldn't get its stab fire anymore, so it wouldn't do as much damage. So I'm sure you know about stab, right?
Cat, can you not, like...
No, I cannot. Do you not know about stab?
No.
Okay, so basically, you know how Centiskorch is a fire type? Fire type moves will do more damage.
Oh.
Same with bug type, because it's also a bug type. So that's the main downside to Burn Up. Like, I'm not sure what else the downside to Burn Up is. We're going to see if... Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to see if this is permanent. I'm positive it's not. That'd be really weird. I'm going to look it up, though. Like, if... It would just make it a bug type, which would be really weird. Chuck it. It was introduced in Gen 7, by the way.
Oh.
But it does regain its fire type if I switch it out.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, you just can't spam it, which... Alright, that's fine. I mean... Most of the time you'd want to switch it out anyways, but it's not like something that I'm going to say, okay, that's...
So you can only use the move once, basically.
Well, you can use it once, and then you have to switch your Pokemon out, and then you can switch it back in and it'll be fire type again. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So you switch it out, and let's say I switched it with my Heavy Weapons Burb. Once Heavy Weapons Burb comes out, it gets a little bit of time to regenerate its fire status back to itself, so it can be fire type again.
That part.
Okay. You're not seeing the downside, though?
That's not what I was going
Okay.
for. I'll just leave it.
Alright, I was just curious. Ooh, a critical hit. That was mean. Ooh. Man, I was not expecting Glalie to be faster than Sizzler since you're 10 levels lower. You can die now, Glalie, just so you know.
you fart on me while you're sitting like this, cat, you would be dead, cat.
Well, roasting spaghetti, never forgetty, Valentine. On the bright side, we should have enough experience now for the rest of the game, even for Leon, I think. And we're only going to get a little bit more experience, too, because we still have to fight Rose and a couple others, don't we? Like, we have to refight Creepy Lady, don't we? I think.
Beetle?
Beetle?
Who's Creepy Lady?
Rose's assistant.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you didn't see her be creepy, did you? Forgot about that.
No.
She gets...
I stopped before, basically, what is this form of Indigo Road?
Okay. League. That's fair. Oh, faster that time. Interesting. Okay, and then salivating should be close to leveling. I think we should be good now. Like, Sizzler is definitely what's holding the team together, I'll be honest. I like Sizzler. He's not a bad Pokemon. He's almost level 70. We should be ready for most stuff. Heavy Weapons Burb is still going to be the one that we need to use, though, for the legendary we're about to fight. I think his defensive stats are better. Should check that. Who does have the best defenses, I guess? Maybe it is Center Scorch. Yours isn't bad, though. Yours is awful. Yours isn't awful either. To be fair, Center Scorch is also a couple levels higher. I know. Heal me, Mom. Then we must be on our way.
So what would happen if all your Pokemon would have fainted?
Game over.
Oh.
Technically, if you have enough Pokemon in the storage, you can train them up, but I don't know if I'd want to do that. I might call it good after that. But I think we should be okay, knock on wood, mind you. Because we're not okay until the game's actually done. And I will let you live, Rookadee, because you're only level 2. So you're not going to be worth the experience for me to kill you. And this isn't Skies of Arcadia, where if you run away, bad stuff could happen. Not bad stuff per se, but if you're going for the secret fight, it makes it a lot harder. You've never done the secret fight in Skies of Arcadia, have you?
No.
It is a lot of work, so I don't blame you. I'm thinking it'll still take me 2 more streams. Because basically the thing that's going to take me the most amount of time is finding all the discoveries in Skies of Arcadia, and as you know, that can take a while. You might be worth some experience, though. Because you are definitely a higher level than what we found. You found my leftover. You're not even as high level as what we were finding before, but you are higher than level 3, so that's enough of a reason for me to kill you. That sounds really mean, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
I need that sweet, sweet EXP. Also, does this count as a new area on the map? It does, actually. I think. I don't know if we're in there or not at the moment. Hi, Mana. Do you know what a Mana is?
No.
Mana your business.
Okay.
Come on! That was good!
My jokes yesterday were good.
I was working!
Those were top notch.
Do you want me to keep my job or not?
He asked me if you could laugh at any point.
Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ooh. Do you want to see me beat up a cop or a Weezing?
No.
What about the new Weezing? Top Hat Weezing.
Oh gosh.
What, you don't like Top Hat Weezing?
No.
Top Hat Weezing's amazing. Snake Death, yeah, thank you, Punch.
Well, I do want to go see the new Emma, though.
Emma, your business?
No, Emma, the movie.
I have no idea what Emma is.
It's a film based on the Jane Austen novel.
Oh, you do like Jane Austen. I could see you wanting to see that. Pokeball. It can only be used once. Oh, hi, Corv. Excuse you, Corviknight? Are you okay? Are you okay there, buddy? I hope he's okay. He did not look okay. The Pokemon are not alright. Ooh, Life Orb. Not an awful move. Or thing to find. It's not the best, but I mean... Cat farted?
No, I just moved out right on my... I'm trying on my knitting.
Yeah, at least he didn't fart.
Yes.
You know, you'd really think we would have found these coffins in a more populated, smoggy area. Not here. Does what I'm saying make sense? These reasons, I should say.
Maybe.
Because it's like, we're in an area now that's like, I mean, doesn't make much sense because this is, you know, more of a secluded area, so unless there's like some kind of...
like an industrial area?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm applying realism to my Pokemon game.
Maybe these wings aren't so much smoggy as they are foggy.
Could be, they are fairy type. For some reason. I'm still not sure why these Weezings are fairy type, to be honest. That confuses me. You know, I always get excited to see an Elixir, except for in Pokemon, because Elixir kind of sucks in Pokemon. That's not awful. How much damage does that do? Oh, and our Ghost type can't learn it, so I can't even use it. Good. I guess they decided to give every Pokemon a, or every type of Pokemon a, basically dig is what I'm trying to say. Because it's like, there's a dig type move. So, you know, there's dig and fly, obviously, right? Right?
Talking to me?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Well, we just picked up the one for Ghost type.
Okay.
So I don't know why they're trying to make it a thing for everything. I'm not opposed to it. It's just like, that's interesting to see. Come on, salivating level. Ah, you're close. You're close, baby. I couldn't think of a name for my poor Obstagoon. Or a better name, I should say. So it got salivating, and I feel bad for it. What's with this fog? It's even worse than the first time we came here, but we haven't been knocked out yet, so that's a positive. You had to say something, didn't you, Hup?
Ooh, I was told that raccoon showing up the other day was a good sign that spring is on its way.
Good, I guess. I still don't want Sorry. I originally misread that as Garfield. So I'm just imagining them screaming Garfield at me now.
John.
Where's my lasagna, John?
John, I hate Mondays.
Oh, I'm gonna kick that dog right off the table, John. That doesn't sound like Garfield. That just seems like a roar now. The other one seemed like Garfield. I don't know why.
I'm not gonna lie though. Garfield without Garfield is really depressing.
But amazing at the same time. They really are here. The Sword and the Shield Pokemon, I knew it. Garfield, unfortunately, should have ended probably about the same time Simpsons should have ended.
Garfield should have never had a live-action movie.
You know, as much as I think Simpsons should have ended probably about 20 years ago, I'll give them one thing. They never had a live-action movie. Hey, where are you going? We need your help over here.
That's not for a lack of trying, though, to be honest.
I don't know. Fox really tried to kill Simpsons the first few years. And then they saw how much money it was making them, and then they stopped. You two, what in the world are you doing? What? Come off it, Sonia. You must have seen that, right? Those Sword and Shield Pokemon, they were right in front of us. But then they disappeared into the forest. Hop, you sure you haven't lost the plot? There was no one here but the two of you. Sonia, I can tell you, I've lost the plot. I think Floofs has lost the plot. I think everybody has lost the plot by this point, and we're trying to find it. Can you help us find the plot? What? Then were those just illusions or something? Listen, I dug into some literature from other regions, and I finally found something. Mentions of the sword, Pokemon Zacian, and the shield Pokemon called Zamazenta. Zamazenta.
Cat!
The writing said that those two Pokemon were born somewhere beyond the Slumbering Weald, sometime long, long ago. Did they really? Ta, Sonia. Thanks for digging into it. If it is just an illusion or whatever, we did manage to find the Pokemon again. Maybe the sword and the shield that those two used to carry are still here too. Heal me. Heal me. Heal me. No? Okay.
Oh boy, Cat, that's a little much for me today.
What?
He, rolled onto his belly and opened up his legs.
This isn't...
Right in front of my face.
This is a children's stream, madam. Well, family friendly.
That's why I didn't say what he did.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you.
Good thing he's fixed.
Oh, are we getting Legend of Zelda in here, avoiding that comment you made?
What's that mean?
It's kind of looking like we're gonna pull out the Master Sword, is what that means. Except for it's gonna be the Master Shield in this case. Would you take a look at that, Nuzlocke? Now that's something you don't see every day. This place definitely feels like we stole, like, ripped off from Zelda. We even had a confusing, but not that confusing, forest to walk through first. Like, not that confusing. Well, we found the sword and the shield. That's a dagger. That's a shield. That's fine. See that, Nuzlocke? What?
Hold on. Max, come take a break a second.
What's up? You want me to grab the cat?
No.
What's going on? Alright. The sword and the shield. The legends really were true. It's more like a dagger, Hop. Like, can we get a look at that sword? Yeah, that's not a sword. Unless it's broken, which is possible. I obtained a rusted shield. It's said that here used the shield to hull a terrible disaster in ancient times, but it's grown rusty and worn. That settles it. I'm taking the sword. Though, wow, would you look at the state of this thing? Seems like it might fall to pieces if you so much as look at it funny. I don't know if those old rusty things will really be able to stop the darkest day, but, well, I guess it can't hurt to have them along. Let's hope they bring us some good luck. Maybe the Pokemon themselves really are still asleep somewhere. So it seems we're on our own if we want to go help Lee. This is all the help we'll have got. Alright, let's go help Lee. Yeah, this... disappointed.
There you
Give me... What are you trying to show me? His tail? Does he have his tail between his paws?
go. Just come over here for a second and look. Here.
I got it.
Let's hit the back button.
Oh gosh.
Exactly, you turn it like upside down.
Put that to the Discord. Well, if it isn't nose, max, and hop.
Yeah, let me crap it first.
That's fair. It's a real shame the way things have turned out. You make it all the way to the championship match, and something like this has to happen, where you get more experience so you can easily take on Leon. And Chairman Rose thinking that the energy pouring from the dark side would somehow be the key to saving Galar's future? All seems a bit mad if you ask me. I can't follow at all how that's supposed to work. Well, I don't care if I'm up against the darkest day of the chairman or whatever. I'm going out ahead. I'm off to help my brother. Okay, bye. And he's gone. That hop never changes. Always in a rush about something, isn't he? The key thing is that no one's been harmed. We gym leaders work together with the city's Pokemon. We've got everyone evacuated. And you're fixing to help our champion? To save everyone in the Galar region? Of course I am. Our greatest ever champion, the greatest ever challenger, facing along with his fiercest rival. All teaming up against the darkest day. I almost feel sorry for it. Go on then, our great challenger, into Hammerlock Stadium with you. 1 second. I need to check some stuff. Huh. This Poke Center is looking awfully full for somebody that evacuated the entire city. 0 out of 10 job. So I know that they have a Pokemon language with their own letters, but I'm wondering if... I'm sure somebody's deciphered it. But I'm still curious, you know?
Sure.
Wow, this city's abandoned. There's nobody left here. You guys did a great job. I'm going shopping. What glasses do you have? I'm still looking for some different glasses, but I just can't find any that I like. Might find a better hat that I like, though. No, not really. No better shoes either. I'll admit, I actually think this would look, aside from like the hat and the shoes, I think this would be a pretty... Actually, the shoes aren't that bad either. I just want my cowboy hat. I think this would be a really good outfit, not gonna lie. This one, on the other hand, I don't think would be so good. I'm going. You guys, you still need to evacuate everybody in this town. Nobody's been evacuated. You've done an awful job. Oh, sweet. Are we gonna kick your butt? Gym challenge, you must help me. I mean, please help me. My Pokemon suddenly Dynamax for some reason started running amok in the stadium. Mr. Ryan was able to subdue the Dynamax Pokemon in the stadium, but if other Pokemon also Dynamax can go on a rampage, the underground power plant would collapse. Mr. Rose is down there right now. I know this is selfish of me, but I must beg your assistance. I want you to head into the underground power plant and stop Mr. Rose. Mr. Rose has awakened a Pokemon known as Eternatus. Apparently the energy emitted from its body is what caused his Dynamaxing. At this rate, all the other Pokemon in the Galar region will Dynamax and go berserk. If that were to happen, please, you must save Mr. Rose. You can take the lift over there to reach him. I enlisted the help of the champion's younger brother too, but who knows what is going on. Wait, did that say what? Okay. I misread it first. Or got confused, I guess. Hey, Rose. You ready to have the ever-living snot beat out of you? What is all this? We need to help Lee. Well, first we gotta see what's going on here. Hey, Rose, I heard you like steel types. I have a fire type for you. What do you plan on doing, Jim Challenge? I'm throwing you into the power plant. Pardon? What are you talking about? There's nothing to stop now. We've already brought about the Darkest Day. Or should I say, the ultimate Pokemon. Eternatus. Must I explain myself? From your perspective, I suppose it must seem I am doing something terrible. I don't expect you to understand. But I must provide the Galar region with limitless energy to ensure everlasting prosperity. It's my purpose, my duty, my destiny. Actually, no, I'm going to make that joke, my density, because he's fat. That's why we've been giving the wishing stars to Eternatus. Surely remember the red light that caused ruckus around Hammerlock. That was all part of our experiments to awaken Eternatus. You must understand, I can't let you interfere with my plan to protect the future of Galar. Yeah, but you have steel types, so... Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. You are challenged by Marco Cosmos Rose. Oh no, a steel type. I wasn't prepared for this, Chairman Rose. Oh wait, I lied. Thanks for the free experience, though. I do appreciate it. You're pretty tough. Yes, entirely too tough. Don't you think that's unfair? I mean, you're the one who challenged me, so, blame yourself, I guess? Actually... Oh, that didn't do that much damage as I thought it did then. Interesting. This isn't bad music, though, I have to be honest.
No.
It's not great, but it's not like it's awful or anything. It's better than it's expecting. We will get to the Catechism here as soon as we get a moment. Now, Berserker typically is able to survive. Do you like Berserker?
On the fundamental level, yes.
I've heard it's actually a decent Pokemon. I'm not the biggest fan of its design, I guess. It looks too much like a Meowth.
It's better than what Meowth looks like.
Is it? I'm trying to remember.
At least Berserker is different enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess it's different enough, but... I'm just thinking, like, we had, you know, the Persian from whatchamacallit, Sun and Moon, Alola region? Was it the Alola region?
Mm-hmm. Alola.
Alola. And that one, I mean, it was similar, but it was a fat cat. So maybe that's why I got the pass for me, because it was a fat cat.
Yep. Our fattest cat's actually a very healthy weight.
That's true. She just looks back because of her fluff. Oh, down to my last Pokemon. This isn't looking too good. I mean, I don't have to Dynamax on you, but I'm Dynamaxing on you. Because I'm suspecting you to Dynamax, so it's like, before you can pull out your nuclear missile, I'm pulling out mine. I'll show you a move that'll hit so hard you'll be speechless. Well, as long as it doesn't kill me.
That mouth.
That's not a mouth. That's its trunk. It does look like it's a bone trunk, though, which is kind of creepy. I don't think this should do too much to us. Alright, it did more than I wanted it to do, admittedly, but we were fine. Oh, it was a critical hit! Okay, never mind. We were 100% fine. There was no problems to be seen here. I got a little bit worried. I didn't realize he'd crit hit us, though. I do have to wonder if you would have died in one hit from the other one, though, since... Oh, well, too late now. Doesn't matter either way. We didn't die. It was all good. Jacket. Yeah, that should be fine. Rosé. It's been so long since I battled. That sure was satisfying. I'm glad it was good for you? Question mark? Most impressive, Nuzlocke. I'm not expecting any less from a challenger endorsed by the strongest champion ever to grace our beloved Gala region. Really do wish I could have seen a championship match between you two. Well, we haven't done it yet. I'm terribly sorry to have ruined the whole gym challenge and everything. It's too bad, but it can't be helped. In order to solve the energy issues as soon as possible, we awakened a turn at us. But we couldn't control it. The champion came to aid me, even at the cost of abandoning the match. Indeed, just like a knight in shining armor coming to rescue a princess from a dragon. Rose, you're weird. I do tend to ramble on, I know. I love to make speeches. But I think I can stop talking now. I think the champion should have captured a turn at us by now. If you're curious, you can take the lift up. I trust you'll be going along right, Hop? I certainly hope losing to me didn't discourage you too much. Go on now, both of you. Go see how our champion is doing. Hop, you lost to him. You have a... Hop. Hop. You have a fire type. He has steel types. How did you lose?
Hop is not good at recognizing type advantage.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's like, how? Like, okay. Like...
I mean, you get the type and he gets the one that's directly beat by it. What tells you more than that?
Okay, you have a good point.
You picked water and he picked grass.
No, he picked fire.
Oh, sorry, fire.
You're used to how it normally goes.
I was thinking of what he picked for me.
Gotcha.
You picked your weaker one.
Yeah, yeah. You have a good point. Neither me nor my Pokemon are anywhere near giving up. We've learned how to be strong thanks to the gym challenge you organized. I'd like to heal first. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the frontline heavy weapons burp and hope you don't die.
You save?
I'm gonna heal first. I mean, it won't matter if the Pokemon dies. It dies. Do you heal me? So it's like, you know, I could save Scum, but I'm not. I mean, the thing is, obviously, if you're streaming and save scumming, and save scumming is not highly. It's frowned upon in.
Gotcha.
It's frowned upon. Like, you can do it, but it kind of takes away the whole point if you save Scum, you know? Which now that I think...
It was on a Nuzlocke challenge, that makes sense.
Yeah. Which now that I think about it, that could actually be really interesting to do for Fire Emblem. That you don't reset your Fire Emblem game when one of your team members dies. That could make it... Ooh. I don't know if I like that idea. But at the same time... And like for later games... So like for later games, they made it so you could turn back a couple turns in Fire Emblem so you didn't have to reset the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it does depend on how much you like the team member punch. That's very true, but it seems to always be the one that you know can be good later. It's just as bad at the beginning, and you're like, I actually kind of like them later. I just don't like them now. But yeah, basically they added a mechanic for later games where you can turn back time a couple turns. That way you don't have to reset the game.
I don't know, I was there for that part of it.
You like what?
I was there for part of it.
Fire Emblem?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you haven't watched me play in a while, have you?
No.
You can watch me this Sunday, depending on what time we get back. It's either going to be that or I'm hoping Mario Kart. What is the vote at, actually? I want to do Mario Kart. I want to go fast and have floofs harass me over the fact that Punch is going to beat me every time. Like she did in person. Thanks.
That's not what I said.
You kind of did. You said, I kind of love the fact that Punch can beat you every time. It's like, thanks.
I kind of said it's nice to see that you're not just beating everybody.
You did. Punch is a very good challenge.
I didn't say that it was necessarily Punch.
No, I know.
I just basically said.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just playing with you. I like playing with them because they drive me to be better. Yeah, drive cars. Anyways, Article 2, the transmission of divine revelation. I guess I did pause for a second. I guess we're still on Terraria and Mario Kart 8, Monster Hunter 8. Are we up to Monster Hunter 8? Anyways, Act 2, the transmission of divine revelation. God desires all men to be saved and to come to the knowledge of the truth, that is, of Christ Jesus. Christ must be proclaimed to all nations and individuals, so that this revelation may reach to the ends of the earth. God graciously arranged that the things he had once revealed for the salvation of all peoples should remain in their entirety throughout the ages and be transmitted to all generations. The apostolic tradition. Pardon me. Paragraph 75. Christ Lord, in whom the entire revelation of the Most High God is summed up, commanded the apostles to preach the gospel which had been promised beforehand by the prophets, which he fulfilled in his own person and promulgated with his own lips. In preaching the gospel, they were to communicate the gifts of God to all men. The gospel was to be the source of all saving truth and moral discipline. In the apostolic preaching. Paragraph 76. In keeping with the Lord's command, the gospel was handed on in only 2 ways. Handed on in 2 ways, not only 2 ways. Orally, by the apostles who handed on by the spoken word of their preaching, by the example they gave, by the institutions they established, what they themselves had received, whether from the lips of Christ, from his way of life and his works, or whether they had learned it at the prompting of the Holy Spirit.